No! Let me make sure. Okay. Hang on. Okay, I needed to make sure my frickin' microphone is still working. Oh my god! Sound issues. So hopefully everything is good and everything sounds good. There is a possibility that my sound alerts are gonna be fucked up for this stream. Because, OBS doesn't like it when I disconnect different sound devices and reconnect them, and that's what happened, because one of them, the USB got plugged. Anyway, or it got bumped, rather. So OBS might be mad at me and have fucked up my sound alerts, but that only matters on my end. On the stream, I think it usually turns out fine. Anyway, ladies, gentlemen, esteemed enemies, hello, welcome. It's a solar yeah, I forgot the name of my campaign. It's a solar flare night. We're playing Starforged. There was things I wanted to mention. Which, oh, that's right. We got new sub badges. I don't know if anyone's here who has the subs, but I got new sub badges. Courtesy of Moshi Mochiko on Etsy. I'm very happy with them. They're very cute. They got very cute aesthetic sub badges. That was all. I just kind of wanted to mention the sub badges because that was new, and there was things that I wanted to mention before the stream, like when I was starting the stream. I definitely don't remember them right now. That's fine. I'm sure that's okay. What else? I am going to try to keep an eye on when ads are happening throughout the stream to maybe kind of avoid doing a lot of stuff on ad time. But we'll find out how well that goes. Oh, I think I need to have... Oh, that's gonna be... We will see how that goes. Anyway, don't mind me. I'm kind of just fumbling around with settings and stuff that I tweaked right before this stream. I forgot... I was trying to fix my alerts before stream, and I forgot to do that, actually. I got very distracted. Alright, well, anyway. Stream was supposed to be yesterday, last night, Thursday night, my usual stream night. I was exhausted. I was not mentally able to function. Deeply unfortunate when you are wanting to do a tabletop stream. I had to take a break recently, like last week, because I was exhausted and just mentally needed a break. But then I'm back to it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to actually do stream, and I'm excited for stream tonight. And then I didn't sleep well, and I was exhausted the whole day, and I was like, I can't keep my eyes open. And I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't even fall asleep. Very rude. So, stream is tonight. I would say that means that maybe we can go for a bit of a long stream, except for the fact that it's Ironsworn, it's Starforged specifically, which uses a lot of brain power and a lot of my voice compared to streaming other things like video games. So, we'll see if that possibility holds up at all. We might still go for the usual 2 hours, we'll see. Although half the time, sometimes it ends up turning into 2.5 hours. You never know. Anyway, I did a thing, which is what I got distracted with when I was trying to make sure all my alerts were fixed. I don't know if they're fixed. I think some of them are still not working correctly. I am working on that. Baby steps. And I am going to hope that this looks okay, because I did a whole other thing. So let's get to our gaming table. Let me just hop down, hop down here, because I moved my gaming table a little bit today. Where are we going? I think that's it. Where am I? There I am. So I set this up today. Like, literally today. Like, I went to Stream Elements. Got the layout here. And I added it to my gallery, like, oh, maybe I'll use this. And then I forgot. And then, like, an hour ago, like an hour before stream, I was like, oh yeah, I got this. Let's see if I can set this up. I'm probably gonna be, if I am using this, I'm specifically using it for Solar Flare. Because, I mean, this is the vibe. This is the vibe that I meant to go with. I don't know if I... Whoop. I just knocked over my mouse pad, wrist rest thingy. I don't know if I have maintained the bright neon, kinda sorta synthwave vibe that I meant to go for throughout, like, the 5 sessions. There's a session 0. We've had 6 before this. The several sessions before this. But, you know, I wanted to, Hey, Faye. Okay. I wanted to try this out and see how this looks and see if this looks nice. I think it looks nice, but my concern is that it's too tiny to see, like, text and stuff clearly, depending on the screen. That being said, I feel like depending on what device you're looking at this on, it might be too tiny anyway, even when I have it full screen. So I'm kind of gonna rock this for a little bit and see how this works, see how this looks and stuff. Hopefully it looks okay. I was gonna say something more to that effect. I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, so anyway, hopefully this looks good. We'll see how this is. It's a kind of experimental. A lot of how I set things up for Solar Flare is experimental. A lot of how I do my streams is experimental. I've been doing this for like a couple of months. It hasn't even been half a year yet, so have patience. I am but a bab. The bab needs some hand-holding. Anyway. All of that, preemptively aside, now that I have... Let me make sure everything's working also. Is sound working? Okay, so it's telling me... from my tests, it should be working correctly. And it is telling me that, that the music is being picked up. It is telling me that my microphone is being picked up. So, and I think my sound alerts work and everything. I always, every single time, it's like, okay, I got everything set up. Audio, shit. There's always something wrong with the audio, I swear. Oh my god. Like, audio breaking when I was streaming Call to the Lamb on Tuesday, which I'm excited to get back to, actually. That was really fun. Anyway. It is time for Starforged, which I haven't done in 2 whole weeks. 2 whole weeks and a day, because of that break that I took. I wanted to draw art for Blackbird, but I haven't gotten there yet. I've had a lot of things I was working on. Anyway, let's see where we are real quick, okay? Let's have a little bit of a recap, because things have happened. So, Feikai, attempting to help with a ghost situation on a totally different planet, was recently abducted by an old acquaintance of theirs, did I just say acquaintance? By an old acquaintance of theirs, Blackbird. The two have a history. What does that mean? I don't know. I didn't define what that meant when I rolled it, but when I say it like that, it gives real and they were roommates vibes. But the two seem to have been brought up together as, were they child soldiers or something? God, we're getting pieces of their history. The two of them having been raised by the Apostles of Stellus, one of the 3 gods of the Forge. Anyway, Blackbird was sent to capture Faye and bring him back home, to a place that Faye really doesn't want to go back to. They crash-landed on a hell planet known as Cyrus, which is a whole series of events that I don't want to think about because the whole place is hell. The crash landing there was kind of Faye's fault. It's okay. The two of them bonded? Question mark? There's a bit of a begrudging friendship? Question mark? Respect? Let's say respect. There's a bit of a begrudging respect going on between these two. And we forged a bond. Well, a connection. We made a connection with Blackbird, who has some info, actually, that I haven't filled out. So to that end, we have landed on the settlement of Purgatory, which is a weird little place. The ship was still fucked up. We had to make an emergency. We had to partially repair the ship and then make an emergency, get the hell out of here when we got attacked by some giant big ol' mantis monsters straight out of Resident Evil on the Hell Planet. So the ship is still not in the best of conditions. Working on it. To that end, Blackbird and Faye have made a stop here in Purgatory, a strange little settlement that is basically a little tiny fugitive settlement hidden away in a planetary belt, the planetary ring, the debris of the planet. And Vermilion here is not inhabitable, right? Yeah, it was toxic. It's a desert world, but it's toxic, and it's got some nice rings a la Saturn. Saturn's the one with the rings, right? I think there's like 2 with rings. I don't remember my elementary school planetary knowledge. Oh my god. I can't into space. I'm sorry. Space is cool, but I'm bad at it tonight. Anyway. Hanging out here in Jupiter. Hanging out here in Purgatory on the planet of Vermilion. So that's going well. Blackbird's gonna be trying to get the ship repaired. Faye tried to help last session when we were making repairs over on Cyrus. Faye was really bad at helping, and he got told to get the hell out of here, go in the corner, and just keep yourself occupied. So let's go ahead and pick up from there. So there's a couple of bookkeeping things that I wanted to consider. Number 1, this sector has not been named. I intentionally didn't name it when we first arrived because it wasn't entirely clear where we were. It has become clear that this is a sector, this sector seems to be where Faye's quote-unquote home was. So Faye knows this sector, and I mean, even if he didn't, I'm sure Blackbird could fill him in on where the hell we are. So I want to roll a name for this sector because I haven't done that yet. Where do I think that's under oracles? I think there's an oracle for that. Let's find out. There was sector. Here we go. Sector names under space. Okay, so let's give it a prefix. Oh my god, we rolled a 1. Accursed. Well, that explains a bit considering we had the Hell Planet and Purgatory. Oh my god, Faye, where did you come from? Accursed? Accursed flow? Accursed flow. Interesting. I actually want to look at the suffix table, because you know what? We kind of might as well lean into it, and let's see if... first thing I see is abyss. First, accursed abyss. I don't know if we can call it that. Accursed gate, accursed heart, accursed helix. Okay, I want to roll like a couple more and see what we get here and see if I like any of them. I might just pick one because I kind of want to lean into accursed nexus is not bad. Accursed oasis, what? Accursed flux. Accursed web. Do I like accursed web? The accursed web. Do I like the accursed web? The accursed nexus. I kind of like web because of the fact that it's like all the way on the end here. Accursed zenith, actually. Can I get a definition on what a zenith is? Because I forget. The last time I looked up the definition of the word zenith was like... time at which something is most powerful or successful. The point in the sky or celestial sphere directly above an object. An observer. Interesting. It's like, real talk, I kinda like Accursed Zenith. Just on the grounds of it sounds cool. Zenith is an interesting choice for a sector name. Because what does that mean in this context? And, Hanadel, hello! Hello, nice of you to stop by. How is... Alright. Hello! I'm naming this horrible hell sector that we've been in. I'm good. I hope you're good as well. How are you? Had a grocery delivery thing that took like 4 hours today. That was a whole adventure. I was currently in the process of naming this sector that we've been in, which I kind of like Accursed Zenith. I was just discussing that. Tipsy. Mood. It's a Friday night. I should get drinks, actually. I don't have anything alcoholic currently, but I could go for something. I am glad you're happy to be here. It's a comfy Friday night gaming session. I don't get to do these on Fridays usually. This is kind of a nice time for it. So, yeah, I like the name Accursed Zenith for this sector, on the grounds of it being an interesting name. Zenith being an interesting word choice for just a sector in space, whatever meaning there might be there, if any. Not that I put any meaning into the Ebon Maze. I keep thinking that's Ebon Maw. It's Ebon Maze, which is still interesting to consider the name there. Also, the other reason I like Zenith is because we got, for the prefix, we got Accursed, which is literally the first one on the list, so I want to go with the last one on the list. That's why I'm calling it that. Evan lost something from World of Warcraft. I don't have any first-hand World of Warcraft, so I wouldn't know for sure. The most I know about World of Warcraft is the worm memes, with Sylvanas, and also Sylvanas war crimes in general. But I would not be surprised if you told me, like, from what I have heard of WoW from my friends, I would not be surprised if you told me that Ebon Maze was a thing. So we're gonna go ahead and name this sector the Accursed Zenith. Ta-da! Sylvanas did nothing wrong. I still remember playing the finale, like the final or like almost final trial of FF14 of Endwalker when it first came out, and someone in chat said I could have been watching Sylvanas get redeemed in test servers. That's a memory that will always stand out to me. So that little bit of bookkeeping taken care of with the Accursed Zenith sector having been named. And I also wanted to go ahead and I've been referring to Blackbird exclusively by his call sign up to this point, and I think that was because I forget if I just accidentally rolled on the call sign table first or if I specifically figured. I think I just kind of wanted to go with minimal details until we flesh things out further of what's going on between Blackbird and Faye and if they know each other. And now that we've got more info, I want to go ahead and pick a name for this fellow. At least I think I do. Cause like Faye would know his name. These two grew up together. Faye would actually know. And I say I think I want to do that because I'm very picky about character names when they're, like we've gotten good names like Phantom and Yelena. But sometimes I get really picky. Like Faye took me an entire week from session 0 to the actual day of session 1 for me to figure out for sure what I wanted his name to be. But let's see about some names, right? Given name, we got anything good? Lowell. Lowell's not bad actually. Jeffries. Nah, Jeffrey's too much of like a mundane Earth name for this fucker. Malik. Malik's not bad. What is Malik? Is Malik the dude from Xenoblade Chronicles? From the second game? Is that a name in Chronicles 2? I'm gonna see what other given names I can get. Danya. Lowell's not bad though. I'll consider Lowell, Malik. Amari. Do I like Amari? Lux. Ah, shit. Lux is a good name. Lux Malik? I kind of want to see what other given family names I roll alongside that to see what pairs up well with Lux, but I really like Lux. Vega. Sylvius. Wait, no, we have the Silva family. No, we can't go with Sylvius, even though Lux Sylvius. Lux Sylvius sounds really cool though, but we have the Silva family who are assholes, and that's gonna get confusing if I go with that. Hendrix. I don't like Hendrix as much. I really like Sylvius, but Malik is also good. Do I like Amari as a last name? Lux Amari? Lux Malik, Lux Sylvius. Sylvius is really the most tempting one, but again, we have this fucking Silva family. It's like, it kind of sounds good, but like Lux Amari, it's like they're the way it feels to shift from the X to the A. I wonder if that's a little weird. Lux Amari. Or Lux Malik. Oh, which one do I like? What'd you think, Hanadel? Any thoughts? Malik is a sim name. You know, weirdly, I just cannot get into Star Wars, and it's like everyone I know is like, that's so weird based on everything else you're into that you can't enjoy Star Wars. And I'm like, yeah, I don't get it either. For some reason, I just don't like Star Wars. I don't know why. Like, somebody could be a Slytherin. Oh, man. Oh. Do I want Slytherin vibe or Sith vibe? Oh, God. Slytherins are stupid, but I kind of... Sometimes I can vibe with stupid. I kind of feel like I might be leaning towards Amari, just because of the fact that, A, it does sound nice. And also, I swear, is Malik... I need to look this up. Is that the guy from Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I swear that's his name. Oh, wait. Okay, no, that's not his name. It's similar, though. Alright. Malik and a star. Just getting Darth Malik. I think I'm gonna go with Amari for Blackbird's name. His given name. So... I guess for the moment, so that I remember, we'll go with... Am I gonna be calling you Blackbird or Lux more often, though? We'll find out. Ah, right, I need to edit it this way. Masri. Blackbird! Excellent. And yeah, I'm hoping that the new layout I have going on here looks okay with how, like, the Foundry's size and everything, hopefully. I didn't want to make it too small, but this is also really aesthetic for this campaign. So we're experimenting. So anyway, with that taken care of, I want to say that was the last bit of I'm biased with Neon. Neon's good. I like Neon. Naturally, my own actual inclinations as a vampire and my own aesthetic is some pastels, because that's always nice and comfy and easy on the eyes. But Neon is such a vibe. It's absolutely what I wanted for this campaign. From the moment I tried to look up sci-fi music, and I somehow ended up pulling up synthwave music. Or at least a lot of stuff that's categorized as synthwave by the creator anyway. I couldn't tell you music genres. Classical cyberpunk. Yeah, cyberpunk and all that are like genres that I have orbiting familiarity with. Fantasy is my bread and butter, and some modern fantasy, but I've definitely dabbled in the cyberpunks, the sci-fis, and all that. Alright, so with Lux named, and with the Accursed Zenith named, we left off in the settlement of Purgatory. Oh, Shadowrun. Yeah, I haven't gotten the opportunity to play Shadowrun. I've been almost exclusively a D&D player slash a little bit of Pathfinder, with a smidgen of other games to experiment with here and there. Weirdly enough, I think Pokemon tabletops have been the thing I've played the second most commonly. Funny how that worked out. Here in Purgatory, Blackbird is going to be taking some time to, pretty much work on getting the ship repaired because it is still in a state that's not great. I kind of wonder if I should have a way to track that. I think it's fine. It's pretty much just gonna be a binary. Is it okay? Is it an okay condition for flying long distances or not? Good old shadow run. Alright, so here on Purgatory, if I recall correctly, the settlement's not even that big. There's only a few people, mostly, definitely other fugitives hanging out. For that matter, there's a situation here with the fugitive asset that Faye has, which is that this clock is supposed to get reset when we overcome or escape our hunters. That's Blackbird. Technically speaking, we did make friends with him, but, I think we won't be in the clear until we do this. Right, Blackbird also said, hey, Faye, okay, fine, I'll let you go, but you have to first help me out with a bit of a situation back home. No, I'm not gonna tell you what the situation is until we get there. Shut up and come with me. So, I think we're stuck with the fugitive clock being filled up until we do that, until we clear that situation. Deeply unfortunate, because one of our assets is just locked away for a little bit. Then again, so is our glow cat, which is not even with us since we got kidnapped. And also our ship is not even with us. Faye's working on having firebrand powers, and then all of this, I haven't even actually filled up one of these boxes. Let's look at where we are, right? Oh my god, this situation didn't resolve because we got captured in the middle of that? We don't know the fate of that? We don't know what's going on with Astra, and we're not going back there anytime soon. Background Vow is gonna be here for a while. Help Blackbird with the problem back home. Quote problem, quote home. Okay. So, Faye and Blackbird are first and foremost going to look at getting the ship repaired, which I guess this be kind of a sojourn here in Purgatory. I think that counts. Let's look at the full text of sojourn, right? Heal, heart and repair, or resupply. Okay. So we'll go ahead and give that a try and see where that gets us. Okay, a week hit's not bad. This is a safe refuge, but time is short or resources are strained. Well, yeah, that makes sense, given we are in a tiny little hideout settlement, basically. They're probably not doing great on resources. You and your allies may each make one recover move, with no more than 3 moves total among the group. Heal, heart, and repair, or resupply. Instead of rolling, assume an automatic strong hit for each. An individual move can be taken more than once. Okay, so getting, like, health and spirit and supply back up would be nice, but, so, obviously, first and foremost, this was kind of for the ship, but also an issue that came up while we were escaping Cyrus was a lot of our equipment getting busted, malfunctioning in the heat. So I think we can consider a repair move to kind of cover all of that. Or rather, not like an actual repair move, but I think this is more of like resupply for all intents and purposes, right? Because the breakage of equipment was affecting our supply. So I think that's going to be the priority that Faye and Kai are Faye and Lux are working with. Faye and Kai! Oh my god. Gee. That's not 2 separate people. Kaisi, hello! It's Starforged night. Welcome. We have named the sector that we've been in, the Hell Sector. It is now the Accursed Zenith, which explains a bit about having Cyrus the Hell Planet and a settlement literally named Purgatory and almost rolling a second Hell Planet named Cyrus. Yes, comfy Starforged. We've also named... comfy, quote-unquote. And I just realized the token name isn't actually any different. We've also named Blackbird. He has an actual name aside from his call sign. It's Lux Amari. Can I edit the token? I'm just gonna call you Lux. Blackbird, Lux. Take it as you will. Blackbird and Phoenix. Lux and Faye. Da-da-da! Also, Kaisi, do you have... How does, Who my subscriber... You know, I got new sub badges, but I don't know if they're... I don't think they're actually showing up. Am I... Kinda curious about that. Well, I will have to... Just got the... Yeah, it's weird, because I saw them show up for me when I was in... Like, if I just type a test message in it... That's not how you type the word test. But on mine, for some reason, it actually shows the little badge. Tet. So, I'll have to mess around with that later. Tet. And, see if I can get the sub badges working, because they're very cute! I was hoping they would be up and working for this stream, but that's okay. I'll have them working for Tuesday. Oh my god, I'm getting distracted by so much. So, Blackbird has a name, Ebon Sector... Ebon Sector, that's not even the right one! Accursed Zenith Sector has a name. And then we are repairing the ship and getting supplies. So what does a resupply do with us? Because we're treating that as a resupply, since again, the breakage of equipment I used as a supply loss. So, a strong hit, if you're unprepared, clear the impact and take +1 supply, otherwise take +2 supply. If you are in need of a specific item or resource that can be reasonably attained, you acquire it and take +1 momentum. That's nifty. But I think the +2 supply is a good idea for now. Oh, I don't need that. Now... Where? Alright, where to from here? Are these two good? We got a weak hit here in Purgatory, but ultimately, I think that keeps things nice and simple. I don't think there's anything that specifically waylays the two of them here. It's pretty much just a small stop on the way to whatever home is for these two. Quote unquote. Home. Definitely some shady types here. I'm running out of my water already. Definitely some shady types here, but nobody wants any trouble. Everyone's just hiding out from other folks they're running from. This is the place you come to get supplies when you need to lay low. But I think that we are good to be moving on from here. It's pretty much just a small pit stop, really, and good to make a note of for later. Let us be going on our way, then. Because we have business to attend to, and it would be good to be actually working on on our progress bar. I wanted to come stop by Purgatory last session. I was like, I don't want to get dragged into a whole other side quest. I want to see Purgatory first. And I mean, like, it's quiet here. It's chill. There's not really a whole lot to go into detail on at the moment, as far as I'm concerned, because it really is just we needed to stop here for supplies. I guess, is there anything else that I want to do here actually before we go? Are there any other moves? Like, I could make further sojourn moves to try and bump up health and spirit a bit, right? If the two spend a bit of extra time here. Do we want to do that? Do I want to push my luck? Let's push our luck. Let's roll more heart. Oh, okay, weak hit. I saw that 10. I saw that 10 on the challenge dice. We got a weak hit. So yeah, these two are going to be taking a bit of extra time to just kind of hang out here. I feel like this place definitely has a CD bar. Like, oh, we're the little settlement that you come to when you are laying low and need to get your ship repaired under the table and all that. We definitely have a bar with alcohol. With a fuck ton of neon lights, because I said so. That's the vibe here. That's the vibe of this campaign. We got neons everywhere. A wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yes, exactly. Hello, Zakon. So that gives us a second, recover move, and do I want to put that into healing or bumping up spirit? Because both are a bit not great. Well, considering where we're going, Faye's not exactly happy about it, so I think spirit is maybe going to be taking a hit. We'll go ahead and for heal, I think it's just +2 for that too, right? Yeah, with the thing we get an automatic. Oh wait. Clear the impact. It's, right, we get +3 with that. Oh my god. Nice. Again, I'm already running out of my water. Oh my god. Alright, so that's the most I'm gonna push the luck. These two are, Lux and Faye are, having a good time here as best as you can. We're not gonna try for a third roll. They got places they gotta be. They can only spend so long here. And if I roll a miss, we might spiral out into a whole other thing. So, we are gonna go on our way to the place. Now, if I recall correctly, I think the last time I didn't actually do... Did I do a journey for going from Cyrus to Purgatory? An expedition, rather? Or did I consider it as, set a course? On the grounds that Blackbird would know. We had face danger. Okay, we did set a course for that. So the question is there a clear course from here to the settlement that Blackbird is going to? I would think, logically, Blackbird would probably know. On the other hand, I don't think Purgatory would actually be that close to it. So, would there be a clear-cut route? Because, like, we know where we're going. What's the notable differences between the two? When you trailblaze a route through perilous space, journey over hazardous terrain, or survey a mysterious site. Okay. And then set a course is a known route through perilous space, hazardous terrain, or within a mysterious site. I feel like undertake an expedition is probably a little more appropriate for what we're going for here. Just in the grounds of, there's probably a route that Blackbird's familiar with, but I don't think it's well established or safe enough to count as set a course. So let's go ahead and undertake an expedition! Alright. We are going to be... When you trailblaze a route, okay. Are we moving at speed, keeping under the radar, or staying vigilant? Last session we had a close call with a couple of folks from the Apostles of Stellus, who are expecting Blackbird to return with Faye captive. We are kind of trying very much to not let them know that Faye is here on Blackbird's ship. So I think keeping under the radar is good, because Lux is definitely attempting to make efforts to not get super noticed. He has an agenda. So I think we can use Shadow for this. I didn't set, like, a difficulty rating for this. Oh, we got a strong hit. That's good to know, but I meant to set this as a troublesome journey, because I don't think... Like, I think it's definitely an obscure enough route that it warrants an actual progress track, but I don't think it's actually such a threat that it needs to be higher than troublesome, right? We can travel to home. You reach a waypoint, envision the location, and mark progress per rank of the expedition. So, number 1. Yay! And, is exploring a waypoint, actually. When you divert from an expedition to examine a notable location, roll +wits. Interesting. Is there? Location theme. What kind of location we got? What do we got for oracles for locations? What's under miscellaneous? Complications? I guess the question is, what kind of waypoint? Is it? Is it another planet / settlement? Or just like something nifty? Like a... Okay, I want to see what nifty things we run into on the way. So I kind of want to ask the Oracle... Actually, do I even want to ask the Oracle, or do I just want to... We got rolls for derelicts. Yeah, I'm gonna ask the Oracle. Alright, hello! It's Starforged night. It's comfy dice rolling night. Welcome. Glad to see you here. We got everybody showing up tonight. Yeah, I kind of want to roll on the Oracle. Ask it if we're... I kind of want to narrow down what kind of nifty thing. So, are we looking at... I think I'm gonna divide up the possibilities into things that are active, like a functioning starship, or like planets with settlements or life, or something that's not so active, like an ancient precursor vault or a derelict. I think that's a good way to ask the Oracle. Oracle, where are you? We're gonna say yes for something active, and no for something less active. Question is, what's the likelihood? Because this sector, I want to say unlikely that it's something active, because I'm getting the vibe that things aren't right in this. Where'd my dice go? Dice? Did I click you? Oh, okay, there it is. I guess I just didn't click it well. No, okay. So, do I want like a derelict, or do I want... oh, can I roll a theme on location? I'm gonna roll a theme type. See if I can spur on some ideas. Mechanical. Well, that doesn't help much, because that could be a derelict or a... Machines and technology hold sway in this place. Nifty. Do I want a derelict? Do I want... Let's Oh god, what implications are there if there is a vault here? I'm gonna go with a derelict. Let's play around, right? Play around with the oracles and explore. Okay, it's a planet-side derelict. So what is it? Starship or a settlement? It can be one of those two things. Okay, it's a settlement. It's a derelict settlement. I don't think that's great. Alright, let's generate a planet real quick that it's hanging out on. Planet! Let's go out, like, here somewhere, right? Because, yeah, I'm getting the vibe that things are not doing well in this sector. Between Cyrus, the Hell Planet, Purgatory, where there's a bunch of fugitives hanging out over a planet that's got a toxic atmosphere. There's this. Karn. The Ice World. Oh my god. I don't think we're stopping there. Whatever this derelict is, I don't think we're stopping there. But I definitely like fleshing out the location. Yeah, we got Vermilion, we got Cyrus. And now we have Karn. Freaking Purgatory settlement. Oh my god, I'll never get over that. Like the Planeswalker. Oh my god, I knew that name sounded familiar. There's things that's part that is from. So let's see if we're even landing on this planet to have to worry about the details. Cause there's definitely... Ah, derelict. Oh, I could have just rolled on this. What do we got? Not the deep space derelict. Do I like that? Do I like that more? What are we looking at? What's your type? Deep space. Do you not roll type with that? Wait. Oh, type is just... Oh no, that's location type, but... Okay, kind of curious. Alright, well, we will go ahead and... Oh, I forgot to change that up. We're learning. Deep space. Do I want to make you planet side? Oh, then I have to go. Oh. That changes it for me automatically. Ah, nice. Okay, yeah, we'll make you the planet side settlement. That's fine. Condition is heavily damaged. It is overgrown or entangled on an ice world? Oh my god. That is some frozen planet with a toxic atmosphere. Oh god. Fucking burn. Alright. Heavily damaged. We have an overgrown settlement. That's interesting. Ah, we got a follow from Yamato 460 mm. 460 millimeters? Yamato 460 millimeters? Is that right? Thank you for the follow. Recommended by a friend. Oh, I'm glad people are recommending me. That's sweet. Thank you. Good to hear. Alright. Do I want to give this settlement a name? Do we even know? I'm gonna call it Derelict Settlement. This place died, clearly. Are we even stopping here? Is this just a place, that we... Oh, I have to... I don't know what year, fine, but I have to change the token name. I don't think we're stopping here. Hello! Oh my goodness! Anadel, thank you so much! We have a subscription now for Yamato. Thank you! Very considerate. Oh my goodness. Why didn't your name change? Excuse me. Did I not hit that right? Derelict Settlement. There we go. I must have hit that wrong. I wasn't paying attention. I don't think we're actually stopping here on this frozen planet where there is a settlement that's notable from, like, orbit or from space. So that's probably a big settlement. And enjoy my emotes. I need more emotes. I want to make an emote of Faye. I just haven't been getting around to making one that looks good. I tried. So that's the waypoint that we came across. I was kind of curious if we might be exploring a waypoint or two. Interesting to know that this is here. I like fleshing out the areas in the region. I don't think we're going to this, horrible ice planet. I want to know what the atmosphere... None or thin atmosphere. What else is notable on this planet from space? Frozen oceans. Okay. We had magma seas over on Cyrus, and then Karn is over here. Oh my god. Accursed zenith indeed. None of these planets are habitable. Why are you all here? Move. Not that Eben Maze is doing all that great, considering the fact that Sigil over here has ghosts on their planet, and Astra is orbiting a black hole. We'll get to that eventually. Daria's doing okay. Koshiba over there. Anyway, good sightseeing. I don't think we want to go here right now. But good to know that we made it here without any sort of obstacles. So how about we keep going? I mean, I'm sure Faye would love to find an excuse to not be going home and be like, hey, maybe we should stop by this thing. I don't think he's gonna make a good argument for, hey, let's go check out this abandoned settlement covered in frozen overgrowth on this icy planet with no atmosphere. No breathable atmosphere. Where is... Here we go. Let us continue. When I finish an expedition, does that... Yeah, I do get ticks on my legacy track. Interesting. So we might finally get experience when we get here. Wait. I mean, we'll get experience, but I set the thing as troublesome, so I'll only get one. God damn it, I need to set higher goals. Anyway, let's continue, undertaking an expedition. Continuing a shadow, I think, is fine. Alright, weak hit. You reach a waypoint, but this progress costs you. Envision the location and mark progress per rank of the expedition. Choose one. Okay, so number 1. Let's go ahead and mark off some progress. Do I want to actually go into detail on another waypoint? Right about now? Well, suffer costs en route. Or we can face peril at the waypoint. Might be interesting. Do I want that? Do I want to let the Oracle decide? Let's let the Oracle decide. Oracles. This isn't the one. I want to ask the Oracle. I always think ask the Oracle is under Oracles, but it's a move. Do I kind of want to make it 50-50? This is a very dead sector, is what I'm gathering from here. But there is definitely possibilities for trouble. So let's just make it 50-50. I think it's fair. I could go for 50-50 a lot, but I like to leave it up to the utmost chance. 50-50 is yes, we run into trouble. Yes. Well. Ow. I didn't mean to bump my microphone with my mug. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, let's see where we are. We are at a waypoint. Do I want to... I kind of want a table to just, like, pick a type of location, right? Like, between derelicts and planets and all that. I guess let's see what type of trouble we're looking at. Find history? Like a historical... Is this a precursor vault? Is this a precursor vault? Okay. So, number 1, I'm gonna say that's a precursor vault. Let's roll that up real quick. Yeah, precursor vault. We are in the Outlands. I need to keep remembering to set that, because I think that affects a lot of the tables. So let's... Confined site in the form of a vessel, which I am assuming in this case means like a ship of some sort or something that was meant to be. Its shape is spiky. If flesh... Huh. What the fuck did I just roll? Precursor vault. Scale is a minor confined site. It is, the form is a vessel of some sort, which I was taking to mean some sort of ship or vehicle of a sort. The shape is spiky. The material that it's made of is flesh-like. And the first look from the outside is that it is overgrown or entangled. I don't like that. Okay. So, and also, it's a planet-side. It's a planet-side precursor vault. Interesting. Okay, let's... I kind of want to see what I get for a planet, because I might just make it, orbital or deep space just for a little bit of fun, but I kind of want to see what sort of planet I get, right? If I make... I meant to roll Outlands, but... Arakoth. Is this another Jovian world? Oh my god, we get so many of these. Do I want something other than Jovian, or is that fine? Oh, I don't like the mental image. Okay, so... How many Jovian worlds? Actually, we only have the other one, Tyrannus, so I think that's fine. Breathable, perpetual, superstorm. Why are all of my Jovian planets, like, breathable atmosphere? Is that more common for them? I wonder. Anyway. So, they and Blackbird are, traveling on through space on their starship. Blackbird's starship. Faze would really like that back. Faye would really like his starship back. We come across a gaseous planet named Arakoth, apparently, according to that little roll that we got there. On which it was supposed to be minor. It was supposed to be minor, but somehow this thing is causing some trouble for us from space. Which can only brings to mind that it's oh, okay, wait, I've got a couple of ideas on that. I I kind of want... Let me roll on action and theme again real quick. I just want to see if I get anything of note there. Evade memory? I also want to roll descriptor and focus. Advanced. Advanced weapon? No. Okay. I think Faye and Blackbird fly a bit too close to this planet, which turns out to be a horrible mistake. Because this thing, I think it's chasing them. It's the actual vault, the vessel, chasing them. I don't like that. I'm sorry. Did they pass by a planet, a gaseous planet, and from the atmosphere, through the gases of this planet, emerges something that was on the core of the planet, that was in it. And it's a spiky, organic... I want to use the word starship because that's what comes to mind when we're thinking like a vessel of this sort, like in space. I don't like that. Just overgrown or entangled, just like covered in like, I'm gonna hope plant debris. Debris of some sort that looks vaguely plant-like, that was presumably growing on the planet's core, maybe, if we want to go down there and check it out. I'm not so sure we do. What is this? Advanced weapon. I'm getting the vibe that this thing was made to seek out and attack things, like the ship. I don't know what word to use to describe the appearance of this thing, because in my head, it's just kind of a big, spiky, fleshy blob, like a... Ooh, hang on. Google, help me out here. Like a durian, but fleshy. And writhing. Yeah, that sounds good. I'm getting the mental image of side tangent. When I was in middle school, a friend and I were playing Zelda Ocarina of Time, and we saw what we did not know at the time to be a pea hat embedded in the ground in the distance. And she had the controller, and we were both like, what is that? Because it was like this thing just sticking up out of the ground. And so she approached, and it just rose up out of the ground and started flying towards her, and it was very large, and we both screamed, and that's the vibe that I've just unearthed in my head with this. Anyway, that's bad. It is chasing. Evasive maneuvers, we don't want to find out what this thing's capable of. Whole side tangent to come to the conclusion of, evasive maneuver, let's leave, let's go, get away from that, please, dear God. Is that face danger? I think that's face danger. Where is... Would that be edge? I mean, expertise, focus, or observation. And it comes to, like, piloting a ship, but speed, mobility, or agility. I kind of want to lean towards edge, which, since even though, technically speaking, it would be Blackbird flying the ship, you know, for narrative purposes, we're utilizing, Faye as the one rolling. Being the one sole player character here. And technically speaking, I could probably just leave it up to Lux and see how Lux does, but no, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna take fate into our hands. Maybe Faye can find some way to assist with this. It is kind of a... Fuck. You fail, or a momentary success is undermined by a dire turn of events. Well, number one, I'm getting the definite mental image that this thing is catching up, but I kind of want to see what the Oracle oh wait, pay the price. We got any good suggestions? Action causes collateral damage or has an unintended effect. Interesting. Well, is this ship about to get fucked up again? appears... I thought, at the very least, I don't know if it's actually doing any significant damage to the ship initially on one failed roll, but I think it is catching up and latching on. I think, there are some appendages, pseudopods. There's a lot of tentacle shit in this galaxy, is all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of writhing, wriggly tentacle shit. Anyway, pseudopods are latching onto the ship. Is not great. we don't worry about we had tentacle ghosts is how we opened up this campaign. Okay. We had weird doppelgangers that were all fleshy and weird and grew in a cocoon, and they were eating weird little shrimp guys. Help the shrimp things. I don't think they're okay. Welcome to Hentai Galaxy. Oh no. But yeah, shake this thing off. Or maybe do some weapons and shoot off. Does this ship have guns, I wonder? Because it is a personal starship, so I don't imagine that there would be too much for additional weaponry, but I also feel like having some additional ones equipped. I kind of want... Actually, wait a minute. Because vehicles, the starships tend to have, what's the word I'm looking for? Modules. You can add modules on the starships, which, have, like, it lets you do extra stuff on your ship. Like having a med bay and weapons. And I feel like, Blackbird probably has some of that on his ship. So, does Blackbird have additional weaponry that Faye could, like, take command of, like, side guns? There's a word I'm looking for, but you know. I feel like there's at least, additional... I don't want to say turrets. That feels too big for a ship of this sort, but additional lasers on the sides. Would a spaceship use, like, port and starboard? Either way, Faye's gonna go ahead and, utilize that to go ahead and try to take some shots at this thing and maybe get it to go away. What the hell are you? Want to be face danger? Do I want to... Yeah, let's keep it simple. We'll go with just, we won't go into a full-on combat with this thing just yet. We'll see how this goes. Anyway, would that be speed, mobility, or agility? Resolve, command, or sociability, strength, endurance, or aggression. In that sense, it's like in combat, I would probably treat it as a ranged strike or clash, in which case that would be edge. But I would say that this counts as aggression. You're shooting it with a laser. Yeah, I'll lean on that. Ooh, strong hit. Take +1 momentum. Oh, we didn't take momentum for the whole begin a session thing at the start either, because we were supposed to... Yeah, okay. So, we actually have 4 momentum with that in mind. Good! So, at the very least, Faye is able to get some shots on this thing and get it to let go of the ship long enough for, Blackbird to get some distance between them and the horrible, fleshy pod precursor thing. Did the precursor societies make a horrible flesh monster and leave it on a planet to kill things? Or did they leave it on a planet because they didn't want to deal with it? That's interesting to know that that's there, and, gonna have to make a note of that for the future. Is that... Elder Things did something like that. You know, you're not wrong. There is definitely some eldritch shit going on in this galaxy. With 1 miss and 1 strong hit, I kind of feel like that's sort of a stalemate of, we should probably try to make an additional roll to lose this thing, because we've managed to get it off of the ship. So we, should maybe now get the hell away from it. Right? Too bad we don't have anything that we could utilize for that to make that a bit easier, considering. Okay. I'm totally blanking. Here we go. Face danger! Did I say edge on that before? And your wits. I keep going back and forth, too, on what would make the most sense here between these two, right? With the expertise of piloting ship versus mobility. Kind of want to roll. I kind of want to lean on wits just because of the fact that I don't think we utilize wits a whole lot outside of the traveling. I want to roll wits more. I'm gonna use that as an excuse. Okay, weak hit. You succeed, but not without cost. Make a suffer move. -1. Do I want to? Is there any major hits from that? At the very least, I think that's enough for the two of them to clear this thing. I think we can lose momentum on that from the, just the general having gotten chased by a horrible flesh thing that came up out of a planet. What the hell was that? I feel like Blackbird isn't familiar with what the hell that thing was. I don't think he's been in this part of the galaxy. Or at the very least, if he has, he hasn't gotten close enough to Arakoth over here for that thing to show up. Actually, that's interesting, because this is... I would think Blackbird would have taken... I would think Blackbird would have taken, actually, the same route to get back, to their home settlement. What am I saying? Basically what I'm saying is I think this actually is the route that Blackbird's taken previously, and I don't think he's encountered this thing. I feel like he would not be taking this route if he knew that that thing was there, which means that that's a... Oh, I'm on my mic. That means that that's a new development. The horrible flesh ship, question mark, weapon? That's new. That's all I'm gonna... Oh. I want that to be your name for sure. That's new, and that's awful. So we should maybe have some concern about the fact, was that always here? Was it sleeping? What is that? Legitimately, I'm gonna make a note of that. There's some things that I made a note... I keep bumping my mic. There's some things that I've made a note on that are like, oh, that could definitely come up, should an opportunity arise for it. That might be important to know. That's a thing that I think is gonna be relevant, because what the fuck is that? Explain? Anyway. Oh, that was a weak hit. That was just a weak hit on Expedition. What the fuck was that? Like, these two have an objective that we're actually working on, that we're working towards right now. I'm just hung up on, that whole incident. Okay, strong hit. We reach a waypoint. Envision the, Alright, so we can envision a waypoint here. That being said, I kind of just want to go straight to making a progress roll now that we've got, like, 9. I think 9 is fine. Seeing... I basically think this is a good time to wrap up this expedition, now that we've encountered a nice, quiet little dead settlement over here. And, whatever the fuck that was, that's apparently not normally there. Quiet. So, let's go ahead and wrap up this expedition. And arrive at whatever the fuck a home is. Oh, we got a strong hit. So we get to mark off a little progress for that. It's under discoveries, right? Or finish an expedition. Yeah, the Discoveries Legacy track. If I had made that dangerous, we would have enough experience for a thing. Okay, so what are the things that... Okay, completing vows, forging bonds, and completing expeditions. Those are the things I should remember actually give us experience. Because in Ironsworn, it was only completing vows. Exclusively. So we are arriving at whatever the hell home is. So, I think it is on a planet. I feel like there is a planet here. You know, I took the time to, like, figure out what all of these planets are, like, orbiting for their suns. Frickin'... You weirdos! I haven't even considered that over here with these ones, and that's fine. I'll do that later, I think, between sessions. I think I need a refill of my water. I'm kind of just debating, do I want to roll up some stuff for our location first, or do I want to do that when I come back with some water? I think the water will only take a second. Bakamitai, are you working? Ah, shit! Oh, why are you over there, Bakamitai? I can't hear it. Oh, okay. It's going... I can't hear it on my end. Oh, I was right! OBS did fuck up my sound alert. It's my fault. Were you at least able to hear that? Did Bakamitai happen on your end? Okay, good. Yeah, no, OBS, I can't stop bumping that. I had some issues with sound devices, and OBS doesn't know where the fuck to do the audio for that. Or is it? Oh, wait. No, wait, it's because I changed settings. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's just OBS fucking up. Okay. Well, alright, I'm gonna go, get some water. Let's take a brief little intermission, and then we'll see where the hell we are. Ah! I return. Spooked my cat when I got up. I am so sorry, little baby. Anyway, I am back. It is time to resume. Also, quick question for chat. Has there been any ads? I'm curious, because, I turned on a setting where it's supposed to, I think, like, give a notice in chat or something. I don't know if, like, in general or just on my end when, like, ads are gonna start as, like, a heads up. And I haven't seen it do that at all. So, I don't know if that's working or not. Anyway, I'm in the process of figuring out how that's working. Yeah, that's the weird part, right? Because, I have it set so that subscribers shouldn't actually see ads, but then I've had people say that, like, they still get ads on the stream when they're subscribed. It's like, what? Excuse me? Ah, no, that's perfectly fine. Hello Nadine, good to have you. Yeah, I'm just curious, I'm just trying to figure out how the ads are working, and get that wrangled. Anyway, I mean, hey, if subscribers aren't getting the ads, then hey, thank you, Hanadel. Another subscription for Nadine. Hanadel, you're magical. Alright. Now, where were we? Yes. We are rolling to see where we are, because Faye and Lux here have arrived at the place that I've just been mysteriously calling home, because I have a vague idea of what the scenario has been for them. Yes. Enjoy my emotes. My all two emotes. But, oh, I see the subscriber badge working for Nadine, I think. Is it just new subscribers? I guess when your badge updates, maybe? I'm going to assume that's what it is. So good to know that will just update on its own. Cat's playing with her toy, which is so cute. Alright. So yeah, I've been very vague and cagey about the details of what home is for these two. And it's time to do some hashing out plot details and backstory details. So number one, I do think wherever they've come from is on a planet. So let's roll up a planet. See if we get something nifty. The planet has landed right on top of Lux. Yeah, get over there. What are the odds of that? I think they do they appear in a spot that I'm kind of focused on, or is it just anywhere on the... Well, anyway. New planet. We are in the Outlands. Oh my god, another Jovian planet. Okay. That's nice and all. No, I like the name Seren, actually. I might keep that. But not another Jovian planet. A desert, Sirocco. Not bad. Yes, good old Cult of the Lamb. Do I like that? Or do I just want to pick something? Okay, not gonna lie, the Grave World option is quite tempting, considering the way this whole sector has been going so far. I'm gonna give it one or two more rolls to see what type of planet we actually get, but, okay, a jungle. Not bad. Jovian again. Oh my god. Can we see? Oh, not ice. I want to see what we get for a Grave World. I don't think it's gonna be good. Keen. Atmosphere is toxic. I'm just curious to see what I get on these things. Dry seabeds and a broken moon. Nifty. I'm kind of wondering if I want to keep that or not. I like this planet that I've just rolled up. Keen. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Is I am gonna, bye! Oh, right, yeah, I kinda... I'll have to organize the folders a little bit after, since that got renamed. I can just drag you in here now. Okay. Since, Sector question marks has gotten a proper name now. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna roll Okay, I've got a Grave World, and I kind of want to roll a Vital World as well. And I'm probably just going to leave them in the Locations folder, because I might just pull them out later. That might be actually fun, is just pre-generate a bunch of planets that I think are nifty, and then put them in the folder, and then just, like, plop them down when I feel like it. So let's get a Vital World. And... Serenity. Oh my god, we're calling it Serenity? Atmosphere is ideal. From space, there is a large moon, and I kind of want to see what else we get. The descriptor and focus. I could go with that. And then we would, and then settlements, right? Well, we know there's at least one, so let's re-roll. Planetside settlement. Yeah, planetside settlement seems fitting. So I think we're gonna go with... I just want to do the full shebang. Space from this planet and knows the details. Life is diverse. We got some planet... Well, that was sounding good until background radiation. And frequent seismic activity. What is background radiation? Is that a... What? What's the difference between that and normal radiation? Is that a thing? Background radiation, what is that? That's a background radiation varies from place to place over time, depending on the amount of naturally occurring radioactive elements in soil, water, and air. Weather conditions also affect radiation levels, as snow cover may shield these elements, and radioactive particulates can wash out of the air during rainstorms. Okay. It's like bananas. So I'm gonna tackle what the hell that means later. I have some research to do if I want to make any usage of that little detail. So apparel, huh? What do we got for apparel? Visibly hindered? Oh, visibility hindered by atmospheric effects. Ooh. Tyrannus vibes over here. Is that just like an occasional? Do I want? I'm not saying it's not all the time, but yeah, I think definitely like some heavy. I'm gonna keep that in mind. I don't think that's an always. I want to go with something a little more unique than fog, because I think I might have some ideas, but anyway. We'll worry about that particular detail later, because I think that's only at times. I did roll descriptor and focus for, Where'd you go? Serenity, where'd you go? You just disappeared from the map. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll just plop you back down. Okay, so Keen, Keen's gonna go away for now. But we did roll up Keen as a planet that could be hanging around somewhere. I'm just gonna put it in the general locations. It might not necessarily be in this sector. So that's in our sleeve that we can pull out at some point. I like that. Anyway, I wanted to roll a descriptor and a focus for the other visible detail from space. So let's get a descriptor and a focus. Open energy? Oh. Oh. Okay. So we know that Faye was taken at a young age by a member by a branch of the Apostles of Stellus who worship the celestial goddess Stellus. And what we've kind of gathered so far is it kind of seems like Faye, being a firebrand, having fire powers that are not exclusively fire, but also tied to the energy of the stars and everything. Is that you over here? Basically, it seemed that there was a reason that the Apostles of Stellus kidnapped Faye and potentially other firebrands. I think Faye was not the only one. I think they were definitely taking other firebrands for some purpose. Ritual or something along those lines. I feel like there are... I'm gonna use some magic terminology, but I feel like there's some ley lines here on this planet. I feel like this planet, Serenity, has just sort of a natural connection in its geography. A natural connection to the mysterious energies of the Forge, including those celestial star energies, that connects with the power of the firebrands. So, the Apostles of Stellus here are up to something. I would also like to give a more specific name because to the Apostles of Stellus in question, because of the fact that Blaze Lantern is raiding. Hello! Hello, Blaze Lantern. Hello, nice to have you. Thank you for the raid. It is I, my Starberries. I am the most pastel vampire. We're playing some Starforged tabletop RPG. We're rolling some dice. Solo tabletop RPG game. How are you? How was your stream? I hope it was going well. I'm just rambling on about where we are plot-wise at the moment, as I'm kind of fleshing out this planet that we're arriving on. So, I was also commenting, so in the Forge there are the 3 deities, one of whom being Stellus, the celestial goddess, the goddess of stars. And the Triumvirate are the main religious organization here in the Forge. They essentially are the 3... It's basically formed of the 3 primary religious doctrines that follow each of the 3 deities. The Apostles of Stellus being the, the portion of it that follows Stellus. But I think that it's I've been mentioning that, like, it's a specific branch, a specific church, you could say, of the Apostles of Stellus that are doing whatever the hell they're doing here over on this planet. I am glad to hear stream went well. I am doing good. It is a nice, late, comfy Friday night. I'm rolling some dice. One of my favorite things to do, honestly. I got some fresh water. I'm having a good, comfy time. Vibing to some music. So yeah, I kind of want to give a more specific name to this branch of the Apostles of Stellus. Do I have anything in mind? I might put a pin in that, though, and think on that. But yeah, I think they have been taking firebrands like Faye, training them, and essentially trying to use their powers for the purposes of tapping into something that the energy of the planet, they're trying to tap into something with the celestial energy here. They're trying to do something. And I kind of wonder, there are cracks in reality in the Forge. I'm pretty sure that was a detail that I went with in the world building initially. Right, I was working on splitting up the lore, and I never got around to finishing that. So the Exodus. The experimental drives used by the Exodus fleet are forbidden, but the damage is done. The sundering spreads across our reality like cracks on the surface of an icy pond. Those fissures unleash even more perilous realities upon our own. Did we flee one cataclysm only to inadvertently create another? I'm suddenly wondering if that, fleshy, spiky thing that flew up from this planet and attacked us is not... I mean, I feel like we're going with Precursor vibes still, just on the grounds of it being a vault, quote-unquote vault, Precursor vault, supposedly. Oh god, does that mean it has an interior? I don't want to think about that right now. I'm wondering if the whole cracks in reality has anything to do with that thing suddenly appearing. Anyway, I am thinking, do the Apostles of Stellus have... Are they trying to do something involving those cracks? Are they attempting to tap into those cracks in reality? Are they trying to fix them using the power of the firebrands? I don't know if Stellus might specifically have any power over... Interesting. I think, I want to roll in the Oracle here about that. Progress. No, that's not what I want. Moves. So, basically, whatever the, like, either way, what they're doing is it's not good. I mean, they're kidnapping firebrands and raising them for this purpose. But I'm kind of curious, is it that they are tapping into something in the cracks of reality, or are they trying to mend them with the power of Stellus? I kind of wonder. Phrase it as a yes or no question for the sake of being able to roll here on this little table for convenience. Are they trying to fix the cracks in reality? Okay. That is their goal. Their objective, as far as we know and as far as Faye knows, is that they are trying to mend the cracks in reality that were made when the people of the Forge generations ago fled from their home galaxy as it was destroyed by horrible interdimensional beings. That's what it was, right? Interdimensional beings. I'm pretty sure was the thing that... Yeah, interdimensional entities, which I think I was kind of considering swarming animalistic creatures. Yeah, I was considering the Hounds of Tindalos. Yeah. Yeah, the Apostles of Stellus, this particular group anyway, and maybe the rest of them, but this particular group especially, have been taking on an entire endeavor to obtain firebrands and train them for... I spooked my cat by moving in my chair. And train them for, I imagine, a sort of ritual / usage of technology that they're building, which will presumably fix the cracks in reality from breaking down. That being said, given that Faye didn't want to be here any longer, I don't think they're treated very well here. I don't think the firebrands are treated all that well. Probably treated more as a resource, and I've been getting kind of a child soldier vibe from how Faye and Lux have interacted with— Oh! That's where the other Serenity went. Okay, well, you can go. So that's interesting to know, that that's what's going on there. Now, that being said, that's a lot of— I got a lot of detail here on the planet itself and what the Apostles of Stellus are doing, but I kind of want to know what sort of settlement they themselves are on, right? They themselves are using. And I think there might be more than one settlement on this planet, but for the time being, for simplicity, we're gonna roll up a nice new Outlands planet. Nope. I'll go ahead and let the random generation roll first. Unity. Unity, huh? But it is planet side. Let's... It has a settlement— it has a population of thousands. And it is built from random scrap. And then... What's the authority like here? Tolerant. Okay. So, Unity as a whole is maybe not so bad, but, maybe, possibly. I mean, the authority— the leading authorities here aren't so bad, possibly. But... do I even want to roll projects? We kind of know. At least what the Apostles of Stellus are up to, anyway, for projects. Apostles of Stellus. And the cracks. In reality. Alright. So... That's where we are. At the very least, Faye and Blackbird are arriving here on the planet. Arriving in Unity. I'm gonna be saying that, and I'm gonna be thinking of Unity Gaming Engine. Now that I think about it. That's fine. I like Unity on the planet Serenity. We got some vibes going on here. just gonna take a minute to zoom out and just contemplate. Over here is Cyrus, the hell planet of magma seas and giant worm monsters and Resident Evil mantis monsters and shit. Vermilion, the desert world with a toxic atmosphere, orbited by Purgatory, a settlement of fugitives who have built their settlement orbiting in the planet's rings in order to keep it more obscured from view of those who might be seeking them out. We have Karn, the frozen ice planet, upon which we know of at least one derelict settlement, which is long since destroyed due to catastrophic damage and overgrown by frozen overgrowth. Araka, the gaseous Jovian planet, upon which a horrible, spiky flesh starship weapon has just randomly emerged. And then we have Serenity, with the settlement of Unity, where we have on a vital world, where there are thousands of people living in Unity. And the local Church of the Apostles of Stellus are working towards the lofty and benevolent goal of fixing the cracks in reality that might cause things such as this. As well as the fact that there's, like, undead and shit in space. Granted, they're doing that by kidnapping firebrand children, and doing who knows what there. I just wanted to recap that that's where we're at with the settlement. So anyway, space necromancy, yes. Natural space necromancy, no less. There is a lot of energy, strange mystical energy within the Forge, within the galaxy, that reanimates the dead. Naturally occurring space energy. Space necromancy, sorry. Naturally occurring space necromancy. Beautiful. The Forge is fucked up. I don't know about other people's versions of the Forge, but mine is fucked up. Anyway. Faye and Lux arrive here on Serenity, in the settlement of Unity. I don't think we're going straight to the church. These two are definitely raised at the church. Might be less of a church and more of a compound, or at least there might be a compound that's linked to the church. For all the firebrands that have been raised up there. Lux is a shade. I established that when he was introduced. That's a thing that I should actually make more of a mental note of. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Lux is a shade. Anyway, I don't think we're going directly there. I think we are going to touch down in Unity, find somewhere to chill. I don't think we need to go all out and do a sojourn right now. I think we're fine. However, I think Faye is going to have a chat with Blackbird, with Lux here, about, hey, can you brief me on what the hell you brought me here for? If you're not dragging me back kicking and screaming to the church, if you want me to help with whatever problem is going on, I would like to know details. Thank you very much. So number one, we now know what home is. Oh, also, I think us having arrived here on the planet counts as some progress for this quest. Did we do anything else that would count as progress? I don't think so. I think we're good. On that note, have we done anything that would get us more connection with Blackbird? Well, alright, so there is something going on that Blackbird wants Faye to help with. Let's get some info. Weaken. Alliance. Blackbird, what are you up to? Blackbird, is there a rebellion going on? There was an oracle that I wanted to roll on. Oh, is it? What's miscellaneous? Ah, story complications, story clue, anomaly effect. Ooh, I should keep in mind that that's a thing. Meddling with alien artifacts or forbidden magic may put you at the mercy of chaos. Use this table to resolve the effects of ancient tech, rituals, or other strange forces. Ooh, that could have been fun to use back when Phantom and Yelena were doing their thing over in Sigil. But we are here now, and I am gonna. I think. Do I want to roll on story clue? When you gather information to investigate a mystery, you might uncover clues in the form of messages, rumors, eyewitness reports, data, blah, 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 blah. I could probably... Let's... And also story complication. We'll introduce narrative turns, troubles, and revelations. Can be used as an alternative to pay the price when you encounter a negative outcome at a crucial moment. Okay, so... what do we got for complications? We got anything good that I can use as like a... Enemy unexpectedly benefits from your actions. Interesting to know that that's on the table, but I don't think that's... I'm gonna roll on story clue. Involves a notable faction. Well... That's unsurprising. I mean, like, I would take that initially to mean the Apostle Stellus. However, does this mean... Okay, so weaken alliance and involves a notable faction. Does this mean that the Apostles of Stellus actually have a connection and ongoing alliance with another faction of note? And who would that be? There's kind of a thing for that, right? Well, sort of. There's, There was a particular oracle. Okay, well... Basically, what I'm considering here, I like how I rolled mechanical that one time on that one table with the derelict. It's like, no, never mind. We found some shit. Just kind of taking a peek at what we got here for options. You know, I swore there was a thing that gave like details about authority, right? For, like, the settlements, there's the authority table, and then I thought that there was, like, a thing that gave a bit more of a detail on that, but... Okay, so, basically what I'm considering... Oh, right, also, we can... check that off. So basically what I'm considering is... The Apostles of Stellus have a connection with another faction of some sort, a notable faction, and Blackbird, for one reason or another, has taken an interest in, severing their good graces with that other faction, or at the very least, severing, some sort of communication that they have going on. What you up to, Blackbird? What you up to? And basically what I'm trying to decide is it another... Because there's a couple options here. One is, it could be another faction of the Triumvirate. Maybe even the rest of the Apostles of Stellus, but alternatively another faction of the Triumvirate. Which would be interesting, depending on how the three interact with their relative gods. Alternatively, we have the possibility that they are... The faction in question is part of the Authority or similar here in Unity, which would make sense that they would have close ties. Or an entirely different faction altogether. I wonder, would it be... Is there a particular organization they have connections to that is supplying them with resources and helping them to do their whole firebrand abduction. Is that what Blackbird's getting at? Is it time to put a stop to them doing this? Just going all in. I feel like part of the reason Blackbird didn't want to discuss this previously, I feel like at least a part of it was a kind of, let's not discuss it on my ship at the very least, because that could be bugged. But also, I feel like he wanted to get Faye here first to ensure that he would get some assistance with this over here, and then I'm gonna tell you what the deal is so that you have more difficulty saying no along with the whole vow that I put there. So, I think... yeah, I kind of like that idea. I also want to roll an additional action and theme, right? Great safety. Huh, yeah, I'm getting the vibe that Blackbird wants to put a stop to whatever means they're utilizing to track down and abduct the firebrands. Now, a couple ways. That is a good question, is how are you doing that? Do you have, like, a particular network of informants? Because information between the settlements, if I recall correctly, information doesn't travel that conveniently, right? Data and communication. Information is life. We rely on spaceborne couriers to transport messages and data across the vast distances between settlements. Direct communication and transmissions beyond the near space of a ship or outpost is impossible. Digital archives are available at larger outposts, but the information is not always up-to-date or reliable. Therefore, the most important communications and discoveries are carried by couriers who swear vows to see the data safely to its destination. So, in that case, they must have either A, I would think they would have, like, specific informants, then, that are sort of tracking down information, on the firebrands, right? In different areas. So either A, they have actual informants that are out and about, or B, well, I mean, I think that, but also, either A, they're getting that information through couriers, which I think they want to keep what they're doing under wraps. So, at the very least, they're not using the general publicly used, couriers that most settlements, utilize. Maybe don't want to send that through the public mail just in case anyone decides to do some mail snooping, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? What I'm kind of thinking is that they have the whole digital archives thing up to date and everything. I am wondering if they have, digital archives are available at larger outposts, but the information is not always up to date or reliable. So I'm kind of wondering if they have a specific piece of technology that they're utilizing to store that information on tracking firebrands. Which could be, Blackbird wants to destroy that, which would at the very least be a temporary solution, because it would be a thing that they would have to resolve. They would have to repair, which, given the size of Unity, I don't think that would be... Well, it's built from random scrap, actually. I forgot about that little detail. Unity's big. There are a lot of people who have flocked to Unity because of how livable this planet is, Serenity. But, I think the settlement is definitely cobbled together. The Apostles of Stellus are probably one of the bigger factions organizing things and keeping things together. So, yeah, I think that they have, like, a data terminal that is private to the Apostles of Stellus. And they have, information that is being updated there, transmitted there from specific couriers. And definitely has information on firebrands that they're tracking and interested in gathering, or at least potential leads. Blackbird wants to destroy that, because if you do that, at the very least, that loses them a lot of data, a lot of information that they've been trying to follow up on, and, try to get updated. And, well, it might be something that they can recover and repair in the future. It might take them a little bit. Buy some time. So, sabotage! Basically, a long roundabout, train of thought to get to sabotage! Faye! I'm gonna go destroy some shit. So, do I... Okay. Step number 1. I think Faye... Okay, so first of all, I think Faye's okay with doing that. I mean, he swore the vow to begin with, so he, begrudgingly agreed that he was gonna do it anyway. But with this information, would he have agreed to do it were he told up front and, you know, told this elsewhere without the Iron Vow? Maybe not. He didn't want to come back here. No. Is he willing to do it since he's already been dragged out all the way here and been coerced into it without knowledge of what's going on? Yes. Is that why Blackbird was so cagey about this shit? Oh, 100%. He knew. So, with that in mind, Faye, at the very least, at this moment, he's down for this. Okay, sure. Let's go. Let's go break some shit from these bastards. That's gonna take some infiltration to get to the database that the terminal that they're utilizing. That's gonna be a problem, because I mentioned that it's probably definitely a private terminal that they're using, separate from any that Unity itself might have. So that means that it's kept with the church, or that compound that they've got. Under the church. I feel like the church is big. So that's fun. Is the compound under the church? Oh god. Anyway, so we're gonna need an infiltration plan. Which is not fun. There's a couple options. Number 1, can Faye just sneak in? I feel like that's not gonna be easy, because I do think the terminal is underground. I do think the terminal is kept under the church. So, unless Faye has confidence in sneaking in there unseen and getting all the way down there and destroying that thing, I feel like Blackbird himself would have done that already if it was that easy. So, there is a good possibility that these two are... Blackbird's gonna be, quote-unquote, turning Faye in. Just to, get him in there. And, go ahead and manipulate circumstances to get them an opportunity to get down to that database and make a break for it after destroying some shit. Okay, does Faye have any other Blackbird? Does Blackbird have any other contacts that he's informed about this plan to get this going? On the one hand, I think it's likely that he would have, but I could also see why he might be cautious about this. And not want to tell too many people about his plan here. So, I think it's likely that he's got at least 1 or 2 contacts on the inside who... Okay, he does. He's got 1 or 2 folks on the inside who are going to be helping with this plan. General setup. Hey, they are getting information from couriers to help with tracking down, because I also feel like couriers aren't coming directly here a lot of the time. I feel like they can, at the very least, update that remotely. Not from a super far distance, they still have to be here, but, you know. But I definitely think the information is probably encoded to keep it from, getting a bit too, you know. Basically, the train that I'm seeing here is there are confidants and informants elsewhere throughout the galaxy who are keeping an eye on things, providing encoded information to couriers, specifically encoded to keep it from falling into the wrong hands and keep it from being revealed that this Church of the Apostles of Stellus are kidnapping children. Without the data terminal to transfer that encoded data to... Yeah, problems. I mean, unless you guys want to send people out to the informants that you've got in the galaxy and be like, hey, our thing broke. Can you just write us a letter? Don't think that's gonna work. So we've definitely got somebody on the inside of the church here who is open to helping. Possibly of the same cause of Blackbird. You've been doing a long con here, man. Blackbird's been doing a long con to just, like, basically, they do trust him at the church. Like, he has a rebellious streak, he has caused problems, but not so much that, not so much that an angry letter always helps fix things, yes. Just, can you just send a letter? Like, just, okay. Here's what the Apostles of Stellaris are gonna do if we break this thing, okay? They're gonna write a letter saying, hey, our data device broke. We can't use encoded information anymore. Can you just tell us where you're finding firebrands that we can go capture? And then just give that to a courier and go send that letter out to the informants. Just print copies of that and send that. That's... Okay, Karen Nebula. Okay, so that's the plan. It was this individual in the church that Blackbird's gonna have help us out here, because I think it would be like some sort of technician or someone who works with the database. I think would be a good call, or someone who has access to it at least, right? So let's go ahead and roll up a character. And then I can definitely feel that my voice wants to be giving out, so I will probably shortly be taking a break, but I do want to do a little bit of rolling and get some ideas on this first. Let's go ahead and get a character going who... Give them a first look. Haggard. Oh, great. Let's give them a disposition. Cooperative. Well, that's helpful. They're tired of this shit. They don't want to be kidnapping firebrands anymore. They don't like working for the Apostles of Stellaris. What do we got for roles? Anything? A minor. I don't think I'm gonna keep that. But I'm just my brain was just like data miner, soldier. I'm kind of thinking that they're probably like either a technician, a scavenger. Scavenger might be interesting. Sent out to get like supplies and stuff. Possibly partly do repairs on the database terminal. At the very least, they have access to it, to the technicians, right? They would probably go out, get supplies, bring them back to the technicians. Yeah. Do they have their own goal? Do I want to... Repair technology. Interesting. Do I want to keep that? I'm sure that they don't want to repair this technology if they're helping us defend a person. I'll keep that in mind to see if we go with that, but let's give them a name. We'll go nice and simple, I think. We got... Cole. Sylvius again! Damn, if I'd gone with Sylvius as Lux's last name, they'd be siblings. Or, like, related. Savella. Do I want them to be related? Cole Amari? I don't like how that sounds. I mean, they could still be related and just not have the same last name. Bahari? Cole Bahari, Cole Savella. What about a different given name? I get so picky with names. Ash. Ash Savella. Ash Bahari. We'll go with Cole. Let's just go with Cole for now. Decide on the last name later, it's fine. So we've got Cole, who is a fellow who's going to be providing us with some assistance. Cole is a scavenger, Yep, I'm gonna go with she, her pronouns for Cole. That may be a primarily masculine name. I don't give a fuck. Her name is Cole, and she does not care. Anyway, so Cole seems chill. She's a scout. She is tired of the shit that the Apostles of Stellus are pulling off. She's been putting up with this for years. I feel like how she got involved with them and how she's been loyal to them, or quote-unquote loyal to them, for so long is debatable and a topic for another time, perhaps. But the end point is she is going to help with getting us in to the database in one way or another. She is someone that Lux is familiar with and knows well enough and trusts well enough to be of assistance with this. And that is good information to know. But I think what I'm going to do now, before we make any actual progress on this objective, I'm going to go ahead and call it here for now. I think this is a good break point. We'll actually dive into this full force next session, I think, because I am tired. Like I said, I did mention at the start of this, it being a Friday night hypothetically means that I could go longer for 2 sessions, or longer than 2 hours, but there's a lot of talking involved in all of this. So as much as I'm having fun, this is a good break point for me to rest my voice, not die, and compartmentalize this information, and have some ideas for the start of next session. So let's go ahead and... Where'd I go? Ta-da! Okay. This has been quite fun. I am glad that you all stopped by. I am gonna... Oh, let me get the right... Oh no, my OBS. I'm doing horrible things with my OBS. Alright, so I will see you folks. Tuesday is probably still gonna be my next stream. I'll have a schedule up this weekend, of course. I don't think there was any other things that I wanted to make note of before we end off, so let me just go ahead and see if I can pull up a channel that we can raid for the evening. It's a Friday night. Who can I raid on a Friday night? Let's see. How about we go see what... Oh, Kizumi VT is streaming. What are you streaming? Diablo 3. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and raid Kizumi. So, have a good night, everybody. Let's make sure I type my raid command correctly. That's VT, not TV. Did I do it right? Yeah! Okay, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you next stream. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. Da-da-da-da. We had a lot of people here tonight. Thank you all for stopping by. Good night. Good night. Where's my ending? Good night.